that everything's organized just the way that I like it.
That sounds cool, but I just click Add Template, and I found a workflow.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, bro. The HUAK TUAH. The HUAK TUAH. The HUAK TUAH is killing boxing, bro. The HUAK TUAH is bodying boxing, bro. let's just keep it real. There's a lot of HUAK TUAH going on in the boxing commentary. Not even in just the commentary section alone, but just like in the sport itself alone. It's just like a lot of HUAK TUAH going on, bro. And what I want to say today is that, like, I'm from a different era of boxing, and it wasn't all of this prima donna stuff, and the champions weren't protected, and they don't have to fight whoever the next biggest fighter is. They could choose and handpick taxi drivers and fucking whatever walk-in fighter come off the street. Like, they could just, like, hey, go to your local gym, scoop a nigga up, and that's what it is now. Like, you feel me? I don't recall a time like that ever in my life. You know what I'm saying? So all of this is very disturbing to me. You feel me? But we gonna talk about it today. We gonna talk about it. We gonna get to it. All right. You see, man, yeah, I cleaned up a little bit. I got a little video shoot today, so I cleaned up. When I want to, I can. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not, it's not that serious for me. You feel me? So it's what it is. But I'm not going to do too much talking. We going to get into this. I was listening to this earlier, and I was like, nah, man, I got to talk on this because Blue Blood be HUAK TUAHing like wild crazy. Ego, boxing ego. I love all y'all niggas. Like, don't take this no type of, I mean, there's no other way to take it, but it's just like y'all be double wrist twisting niggas out here, bro. It's crazy. Like, so I'ma have to make my voice heard in this space because I feel like it's needed. You feel me? But whatever. We gonna get this shit popping. Let me see what's going on right here.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Bluebloodsports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, there's a big fight brewing that many people simply don't want to see the big fight. They claim that they want to see the best fight the best, but they don't actually want to see the best fight the best because they are in fear their favorite fighter will lose. In this case, it's 3-division world champion, superstar boxer, who is top 10, top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, and 1 and 2 faces of the sport of boxing.
I'll say right there, that's actually true. You know what I mean? Like, for example, the Canelo fans. Canelo fans are ruining boxing the most. Canelo fans are the worst fans in history. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm actually not a hater. That's the thing about me. Like, I actually look at things from a external perspective, where it's like, I could say I feel like Trump might be the best option for the country, but I could also say, like, I feel like he's a complete piece of shit and he's actually a racist piece of trash. Like, you know what I mean? But for the country on a whole, he's probably the best option. Now I'm seeing him starting to get back into certain rhetoric and stuff, and I'm like, like, you know what I mean? He might not be, but whatever. That's the sidetrack. But the whole point is, Canelo fans feel like he's the best in the world. Like, he's like the most talented fighter that ever existed. My opinion is that bro is super talented. He definitely elevated his position after the Floyd Mayweather fight. You saw that when he came in, he was just doing that, like, typical Mexican style, like, just coming in, like, and he started getting more slick. After that, he started shoulder rolling. He started, you know what I mean, ducking out of the way of punches and stuff, and not just blocking them with his forehead. You feel me? So the worst part about Canelo is that he's so talented and he will not fight any talented boxers, any equally talented boxers. The man's been running from Benavidez for like 4 or 5 years now. And then all of his fans have been saying, you know, oh, he hasn't done, what has he done? What has he done? What has he done to earn? And this is where Boxing Ego had a point, because earlier today I was watching, you know, Boxing Ego talk about that, and he was saying, hey, all of that in my life, and from what I'm hearing, haven't done my research yet, and I'm also giving you the opinion from a casual boxing fan, right? I'm not Boxing Ego, I'm not Blue Blood, I'm not Phenon. I'm not gonna be able to break down the footwork, and you know what I mean. I just know what I like. I'm talking to you from the position of a casual boxing fan. Feel me? That being said, let's proceed.
Canelo Alvarez, and you have himself, Gervontae Tank Davis. Tank Davis is 30 wins, no losses, no draw. 28 big wins by way of knockout. He's 29 going on 30 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Right? With that said,
Down like this. All right. Man, you know what I should have done?
claim or tell the world.
Get into HUAK cat. You know, this is where you get into the HUAK category, my guy. That's level fighters and stuff like that, like Barrios and whatever. But ever since Barrios, he's been fighting better and fighting black fighters. So he went and he fought Frank Martin. You know, that didn't go the way anybody. Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson, first of all, got an offer earlier, and he said it wasn't enough money for him. So, like, well, I'm gonna let him talk himself deeper into this whole
Times and reasons, selling power. You're not hearing about fan bases. You're not hearing about arenas being.
That's a lie. Shakur started trying to troll Gervontae into a fight. That's the first thing they brought up. Views, like what? How many pay-per-views have you done? You fight on public television, brother. Like, we are not. I might have to shut the fuck up because I just said I'm a casual. I don't study this shit. I'm not like y'all, man. I'm not like Ego and all that. But I'm saying, for a guy of, like, you know, Gervontae's caliber, you're not just gonna get in there and get whatever number you. Shakur could fight his ass off. Like, he runs a little bit too much. Like, he gotta learn. I would love to see him like work with Gervontae. But let's continue before I continue to go off on the rails.
Sold out. Nobody cares. You're not hearing about negotiations.
Haven't all of those people fought on pay-per-view before? So I'm not understanding the comparison. Could you close my door? Dang. Close it. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm not understanding all of these, you know, pay-per-view fight.
Money, so on and so forth. Now, Gervontae lightweight, now reigning IBF lightweight champion, Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko in November in the unification for the lineage, a new chain and a new era, right? And Lomachenko swept the rug from underneath Gervontae Tank Davis's feet, which is a lateral move, and it's the undefeated 3-division world champion, Olympic silver medalist, who should be Olympic gold medalist, and former 10 wins by way of knockout. Now, many people are trying to tell you, and they're going to tell you, Kenny Ellis was featured doing an interview.
This is the part I love. This is the part I love when I'm
If we offer you $6 million to fight Gervontae Tank Davis, would you take it? Shakur said Kenny Ellis was featured doing an interview.
That's the part that I love. He's somebody very, very much. Like, he really hates somebody, and I've estimated they hate each other with a passion. Now, you know it's real beef. You know the that man's page. Same thing with Fanon. Fanon will talk about Blue all day, and I know if you talking about Blue, right? But they will never mention each other's names because they don't want to give each other hands. We're gonna see Fanon throw hands. Somebody gonna have to get knocked out. You feel me? Because I don't know. Hey, yeah, I seen Fanon. Shout out Fanon. You always be shouting out everybody from whatever BB, you know, streaming for him on his network and stuff.
To which Kenny Ellis asked Shakur Stevenson, said yes. And Shakur said, tell Lomachenko to step aside right now, and I'll step in and fight. Absolutely none. He did one pay-per-view, which was against Devin Haney, yet everybody said that was an epic fail because they put the blame on Devin. When it benefits you, you use it to, now it's a good thing. But when you're referring to Devin Haney, it's in a heartbeat. Now, his team is coming out saying they're not going to give Shakur Stevenson $6 million.
I don't know if that's true or not, but if so, that's like, y'all wrong for that, bro. Come on now. It's like, yo, Devin Haney, like, this is somebody who could change Shakur's career. He's more, you know, pensive, like, you feel me? Like, that's the type of fighter that Tank is, like. It's gonna be bad, fam. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. So like even like you know you're gonna make like 30-40 million fight. Like, yo, you could still get your 20-30 million and still give him his 6, bro. Like, it's not gonna hurt nobody, bro. You don't gotta be so like stingy with the purse, bro. Y'all could give him that man a little bit of
now they're saying that Shakur Stevenson will be pricing himself out if you ask for $6 million guaranteed up front. Huh?
I didn't see none of this. Like, there was none of this. There was no ads, none of this, bro. And then on top of that, my Wi-Fi don't even want to be get rid of that.
And especially the Olympics, I wanted to.
All right, let's get back to it.
Now, first of all, it was just casual conversation. Assistant trainer, but he's not. He don't negotiate on the part of Gervontae Tank Davis, right? Down. And Shakur Stevenson is being offered 6, yet he's never been offered a single thing. Nothing. He's just stuck on this $6 million number. That was a casual number thrown out there by Kenny, and this is no slight or disrespect to Kenny, but Kenny. Everybody's saying, now you have his coach Calvin Ford, who's the head trainer, and again, longtime mentor, big brother, father, the rematch with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And 2, that Shakur Stevenson is going to price himself out, so they're going to send because he's never done that. Well, that's the whole point in fighting Gervontae Tank Davis. That's the whole point in leveling up. That's the whole point.
Like I was saying, like, you can't expect that man to come in there with a complete monster, like, you know what I'm saying, and then say, nah, you gonna have to hold on to this little 500K. Like, bro, I don't know what y'all are offering that man. Okay, give him like give him something he could feel good about. 3.5, 4, you know, business at the end of the day too, y'all. And if Shakur has a fighting over. He's been on a tirade for the past couple of weeks, just fighting anybody who says they don't like it. So he just wilding out here, and I think he's trying to build his. You know what I'm saying? So it's a strategy, you know. But the problem is that you have to bring something to the table, unless you're Canelo and Berlanga, and then Canelo fans gotta stop supporting that guy regardless of who he fights. Like, this is what this whole shit is about. Like, this whole thing is about, you know, your head held high. As long as you put it all on the line, you never hold back, you fought, you know what I'm saying? You could walk away with your head held. I was talking about with the HUAK TUAH, yo, y'all Canelo fans gotta ease up, bro. Like, that man, yeah.
Gervontae Tank Davis. The point is to get to Gervontae Tank Davis to make more money than you did in the past. That's the whole point. The whole point is to get the raise. It's to level up. La creme de la creme, the top of the top, it's supposed to go up drastically. You're supposed to make more money than you was making as a worker. What are you talking about? This makes no sense. So now people say he don't the Ryan Garcia fight. So yes, Ryan Garcia only got let's say $3 to $5 million. Okay, automatic increase. Not comparing what he did to Ryan, $4 million. It was reported that Ryan and Tank did 1.2 with a $23 million gate. Well, Tank is more popular.
Let's be honest. Shakur is not going to outsell Ryan Garcia, right? Ryan Garcia did actually an entertaining prospect. And I'm not saying that it's the prospect of Shakur isn't entertaining to me. And I think he's going to regret the decision to try and, like, chase his name. I think he knows he can't hurt Tank. Like, you know what I mean? Like, by name, David Evanesian or something like that. I don't know. You can't hurt Tank. And the problem, if you can't hurt Tank, is he's going to walk you down the whole night, bro. Round 4, round 5, your legs aren't going to be moving like that anymore because he just tags you where he can. Taking a couple shots and moving under and taking a shot, but he's just studying you. He's studying you out on the ribs. He kind of took his style from two people that I could notice. Floyd Mayweather, fighter, you know, he just keeps walking you down. He'll evade the punches where he can, and then anything that he can with full force, as hard as he can. And, you know, that's what he's. I don't think Shakur is really good at throwing punches on the exit. Not gonna really be able to get a whole lot of work in. After 4 rounds of that, he's gonna be exhausted. By the 5th, Gervontae is gonna catch him with something devastating. But yeah, you know, let's just all be honest. I do feel like they should give him a little bit more money than they gave Ryan, just based off of his, like, skill.
Now than he was then. So let's say now the fight does well, that was only solely because of Tank. So you're gonna try to discredit Shakur Stevenson. You see how this works? So if it don't do well, it's gonna be because of Shakur Stevenson. But if it does, now that's what everybody's saying, right? Tank's members of Tank team, Coach Calvin.
Dedicated boxer, like, he actually takes the sport serious, and, like, he's not out there partying and drinking and shit. So, like, it is what it is with that, but, like, he actually takes the sport serious. Like, he's dedicated to this shit. So it's like, give him a little bit more, just so you can make him feel nice about that. Like, to pick a point, like, if he turns it down, I feel like it's more of a scared thing than you know what I mean? Give him like $1 million more than you gave Garcia. I think the fight will still do well. And so, like, everybody's gonna want to see his jaw get flown. Like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody biased, and it's not, bro. There's no documented history of sales for Shakur. So anything above what he's getting should be appreciated. You know, so there's a history of, and if he feels like he deserves that, then I feel like he needs to go out and earn it. Like fight a couple other, but if you're jumping straight from 0 pay-per-views to pay-per-view with one of the, like, it's too much. But if they're saying, nah, fuck that, like, you don't deserve that, I feel like that's fair too. Fair, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can't come in there just telling people what they need. Commentators to fans, bro. So, like, you know, and we all know you have skill. Amateurs, we don't want to see anybody win on points. You feel me? We want to see stuff. I'm always gonna come on here. I'm gonna talk about different things that, you know, interest me, that spark my wanted to get into boxing and stuff like that. I had a chance to get in the ring for the first time maybe 2 years ago, and got off of my bucket list. Yeah, too old to be getting my ass beat at this point, so I probably won't be doing that. Let's get it. One.